The TIE Fighter is the backbone of the Imperial Navy. Its official designation was the TIE/LN Space Supremacy Starfighter. TIE/LN is an acronym for Twin Ion Engine/Line Addition. These were given the nickname Eyeballs by Rebel pilots. The name stuck around even into the New Republic. These craft were equipped with laser cannons, but not much else. With no shields and no hyperdrive, these ships relied on their firepower, maneuvering, and numbers to overcome their enemies. Each TIE pilot would go through Imperial training with little chance of surviving their first years of active duty. The Empire used these fighters to swarm their enemies with little to no regard for the life of their pilots. This fighter was developed by Sienar Fleet Systems and preceded by the Republic V-Wing produced by the Kuat Systems Engineering. Part of what makes this fighter so iconic is the shape of the fighter and the sound of the engines. The twin ion engines were specifically designed to emit a sound to have a detrimental psychological effect on Imperial adversaries. The sound of the twin ion engines flying over en masse over a populace would strike fear into onlookers and cause any would-be rebels to second-guess any attempts made against the Empire. Not only would these fighters be able to control the stars and skies with numbers and superior maneuverability, their presence alone would be able to keep populations in line. The engines gave great function to the fighter as well. These ion engines could throw off charged particles in almost any direction, giving the fighter incredible maneuverability. The overall design of the fighter would provide easy upkeep for the Empire, increasing the fighter's effectiveness across protracted campaigns. The ship had very few moving parts, so the Empire was more likely to see the fighters vaped in a dogfight rather than see it break down from the attrition of war. The TIE Fighter was made of quadanium steel plating. However, this same steel could hold up to only glancing shots to the cockpit and would provide no resistance to a direct hit. Much was sacrificed on these ships to maximize the movement above all else. The hex-shaped wings of the TIE Fighters provide a threefold function. They operated as solar panels supplying power to the fighter, and as stabilizers. However, early models of the TIE showed that the panels could not keep up with the energy output of the laser cannons, and later an additional power generator was fitted specifically to keep the cannons firing. The wings also functioned as a landing gear. They were strong enough to handle vertical takeoff and landing of the fighter. In a dogfight, if the wings were damaged, this would severely cripple the TIE Fighter. We have seen many a fighter take a laser bolt to the wing, only to spiral downwards towards its eventual crash landing. The overall shape and design of the TIE Fighter meant that it was best suited for space combat, hence the full title, TIE/LN Space Supremacy Fighter. In atmosphere, the TIE Fighter would be hard-pressed to outmaneuver an X-Wing, performing at about equal capacity. The higher up in the atmosphere they could dogfight, the less wind resistance the TIEs would experience, which directly translated into faster speeds, more maneuverability, and ultimately more lethality.